Welcome back to Dark Nexus. Tonight, it's Act 4, Chapter 178. We are picking back up on Level 2 of the Mysterium, the Arcana. Last session saw us scouting out the 2 rooms in this floor that you all never really got eyes on at all with the previous party. You were able to determine that there is nobody hiding out in the Library of Blasphemous Texts, and nobody still alive inside the study area where poor Sister Laylee met her end at her own hands. The whole time, we've been doing some pretty successful shenanigans of keeping one step ahead of and outsmarting the brainless Syncytiums and Proto-Shoggoths. We're picking up right outside that study, down the south side of the level, with the Syncytium and Shoggoths somewhere off to the north. So, as we left off last time, we are probably just a couple of rounds of this half-speed move that we're doing under the invisibility sphere, using echolocation and hand-holding to help maneuver Grip with his eyes closed along the ceiling of this level. We're probably about 2 rounds of that away from the Menagerie, where that horrible, horrible roaring sound is still going on, and continuous sound of banging and thudding. And as you're closer to it now, it sounds like something big and hard hitting metal over and over again. And also, it sounds like these roars are not roar then attack, they are attack and roar of frustration.
Like they're beating the valve, trying to get it open.
And maybe not understanding that it's an artifact and they can't break through it, perhaps?
But does it sound more like valve metal, or like, because there was cages in there too, right? Or a cage?
Definitely valve metal.
Okay.
There were many, many, many cages. At this point, all of our buffs are still going except for the grippers. Oh, so that means it has been 3 minutes.
God.
Since you first entered, because we know that because Gripper's 2 potions that were at a 3-minute duration just ran out at the end of last
how many
session.
months of real time?
Almost like time has no meaning
Oh my God.
anymore.
So we're picking back up. The top of this next round here is the plan still to continue towards the Menagerie.
Now, let me ask.
This might be the time to potion up.
I was going to say, is like, I don't want to. Is it better to use that time now than when we're actually.
Yes.
So I will first take the mental one. So I will drink Fox's Cunning.
Draw and drink. Gluggity glug.
You might hold on bull strength.
We're about to go into a battle, which we are.
You don't know that.
I would rather do it now than have to take action economy within a fight.
Yes.
So let's take 2 rounds, and I will also then drink a Bolt Strength.
Can we agree to not start the fight if it doesn't see us or know we're there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm...
No one, I don't think anybody's going to just be like, attack them.
Yeah, you never know. I've seen weirder things happen at this table.
But if there's a way to lure it out of here, we might try that first and then block it off.
Have a ghost sound of a... There appears to be an opening over here.
The valve is open, but in this study. Multiple languages, just in case.
So then, holding tight for 2 rounds for Gripper to drink a potion of Fox's Cunning and a potion of Bull's Strength. During that period of time, any of the rest of y'all planning on any particular actions?
Maybe from just where we are, trying to look at the ground some to see if there's anything that's easily discernible with the survival check.
Do you want to switch places again so that you're back in the lead?
So as Gripper is glugging, Bash is checking out the area. You know, Johnny, there have been so many oozes sloshing around through the soot on the floor there. Nothing interesting to note here other than chaos and awfulness.
I think then while this is happening, he is just stroking the poor little hair.
Yes. Oh, right. Thank you for the reminder. During that period of time, everybody look up to the north. You would see the Syncytium go past the top of the hallway there, followed by the 2 Proto-Shoggoths as it goes from the forest cage area in the northwest towards the occult collection in the northeast. Kind of blissfully unaware of where you are, but searching, on the hunt, on the prowl, mindlessly on the prowl. Then after Grip has finished glugging, we're going back to the 30-foot move.
Yes.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this careful move, holding Grip's hand as he moves blindly through the halls up against the ceiling there, gets you about halfway down the hallway that leads to the Menagerie. At this point, at the end of your first move towards the room here, you would notice a few things here. So you end up hovering. Remember where that pitched battle happened between, on one side, Therival, Stasi, and Sister Oranu, and on the other side, the two Protoshagas? That happened right below where you're currently floating. The last time Pandora observed through psychometry Sister Oranu's body, it had been right here below you, but of course it has now become a Protoshagoth. But there would be a wet smear of human remains, like the parts of her that didn't turn fully into Protoshagoth. Then there would be clothes and equipment. There's like an empty outfit having been burst out by an ooze from the inside. You're getting closer and closer to the sound of chaos and destruction and devastation inside the Menagerie. And also at this point, Johnny, your bloodhound is picking up a truly god-awful, like dangerously bad stench. Otherworldly, alien stench. It is so foul. It's foul enough to lead you to believe that were you not currently all able to avoid poison effects, you might be entering nauseated territory simply by being within the smell range of it. But thanks to that spell, Buffety Buff,
Good spell.
Airwick, you all will be protected from that particular effect right now. Let's see what the Shagas do.
Mill.
Shoggity shog.
We hear them coming.
Right now, the sound of the roaring of Dinosaur from Hell is all-encompassing.
Dinosaur from hell.
Ooh, you do have sight on... Can you all see
Brother Arzen? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so also, not sight, you have echolocation. You are able to echolocate the mangled corpse of Brother Arzen lying just past the entryway into the Menagerie. Seems to be nearly torn limb from limb, and also weirdly thin, as though it had been drained of either blood or substance. Something was sucking on it. Someone was sucking on that corpse. Right, Paul? Yeah.
It's terrible.
Get down there and taste it. Okay, this next round, we're in range of reaching a view on that room. I assuming we're not going to stay in the cluster this round. What's your approach this round?
Flatten out.
Flatten out.
This is hard because we really want to have Bash in the front,
Yeah.
but also we don't want to have Bash in the front because he is primarily a ranged combatant. But I will be in the front for now.
Looks like Bash followed by Grip, then Pandora, and then Dabwick. 5, 10, 15, 20. Great. After 20 feet of your shared readied action moves, that would put you right at the threshold of the doorway here. Johnny, why don't you give me a little peek step for your token so you can see into the room. You got vision?
I have vision, but I can't see around the corner.
True enough.
Because they make you want to have to go around the corner to experience the real horrors. So it's like looking in and seeing that, oh, there's a place where the wall turns there and I can see a mess, but I can't see anything else. Great. Although this might also be a good place if we wanted to actually create a wall that was thick enough to slow anything down for a while, or possibly block sound for a while. Because it's only a 5 by 15 opening.
Yeah, one of the smallest on the floor. All right, peeking around the corner there, up at ceiling height, Bash is able to see the devastated remains of this chamber. They're just bent, broken, smashed, crushed cages all over the room here. Something has completely destroyed this room. And so you can't see around the corner, you can't see to the valve gate, but you see evidence on all of the walls and floors of something huge smashing into the stone and barely making a mark on it. Now we know each of these levels is extensively warded from, teleportation effects, etc., scrying, obviously clearly warded against physical damage to a level that whatever's trying to break this is unable to do so, but that has not stopped its hunger to attempt to do so, as you hear it continuously banging and roaring against the valve just out of view. But here at this point, the reek, the alien, otherworldly reek is very, very potent and strong, Johnny, but there's no living creatures within your range of detection here. Your undeath sense is not pinging. You're not detecting the presence of any haunts. You just got something probably right out of view.
Yep.
Is everybody ready to go around the corner?
Bash the hair isn't protected from poison.
True.
That's true. I mean, we either let it run free and get eaten by the things, or it stays here.
I don't think you should let it go. Unless we want a distraction.
All right. So far, you can tell it's feebly sniffing at the air like, oh, that's awful, but you maybe you're just outside of the actual technical range of this effect. You obviously picking it up much earlier because of your bloodhound. Continuing your move, you got 10 more feet to move if you want to.
We have to.
Are any of these cages that I see anything that looks like it would be able to be saved?
Oh,
or are they
no.
all just destroyed and smashed and there's nothing?
Nothing savable in this room.
All right, then we're just going to go in.
All right, you got 2 squares of movement left to you. Give me your first square of movement.
I'm checking for traps.
There are no traps on the ceiling. At that point, however, well, this is wild. Bash moves 5 more feet to the north and gets simultaneous... Oh, are your eyes closed still?
No, I think at this point he has his eyes open. He's looking at all this devastation and stuff.
Gets simultaneous echolocation and visual sight only thanks to see invisibility on the invisible monstrosity that is beating away at the valve. It is a squirming, crusty, stained mass of sludge and scar tissue, almost the size of an elephant, continuously producing tentacles out of it, and it's not an ooze. It is like an amorphous physical body that seems to be living scar tissue and foul putrescent rot, manifesting heads, manifesting eyes, manifesting elephantine feet.
Ugh.
It is large in size.
Come on.
And it's invisible. Am I able to make a knowledge check?
This is not something you could have ever read about. This is not something you could have ever learned about, because the spawn of Yog-Sothoth, when they manifest in this reality, are all unique. So what we're doing here with a knowledge check is based entirely on your attempting to process with your senses what you're even taking in and guessing what it might be doing. Give me dungeoneering there, Johnny.
Could Dabwick make a dungeoneering check?
One Dabwick can see it.
Yeah.
That is a 34, and I'm going to spend a point of... Do I want to spend a point of... I think I do. That seems like a useful thing to know as much about this as possible. I'm going to spend an action point to know more about this thing, which is probably a mistake, but I'm going to make it anyways. 39.
As you're casting your eye over its invisible body, which is changing shape into different manifestations of putrescent, sludgy scar tissue, you would assess it as having the ability to probably make a bite attack and 4 tentacle attacks per round. It absolutely was going to have reach with those tentacles. It absolutely is going to be a grappler with those tentacles. And as you see the way these puckering, putrescent bits of itself are tasting the air, your guess is, combining with what you observed of Brother Arzen's body, that those tentacles probably are able to drain blood. This is exactly made for both Bash's experience and Bash's madness. You would also assess that this thing exists invisible. This is not a spell it has cast on itself. There's no way to get rid of it. It just is invisible. As this part of this elder god manifested here, who's not supposed to be in this reality, one thing that it just chose to leave out was, oh, things cannot see me. And then, based on everything that you have picked up from Theraval's original knowledge of how rituals are typically used to bring these things into the world, combined with what you're seeing, you would assume it's got spell resistance. Pretty common for things like this. So, but your visual assessment is giant invisible tank, basically. But now that you've seen it, you need to check your sanity.
Yep.
Give me a will save.
There's the natural one.
Oh, no.
Well, at least that there's no point in spending any points of anything to make that better.
5 points of sanity damage, bringing you to 13. And now let's find out if you go over and stick your hands in it. Give me another will save.
I got a 24, but I am going to spend a point of inspiration. That is a 27.
You're fighting it off for now, but the urge, the call, Johnny, is strong, and it's coming from inside the room. You want to finish off that last 5 foot of move?
Sure. I will take one more 5-foot step.
And at that point, it stops banging on the ground, and it whips around, tentacles flaring in the air in your direction.
So it also sees me, is what you're telling me.
It seems to be very much aware of you once you got to that point there. It is time for some new initiative rolls.
Pandora, I know that you said that we shouldn't just try to fight it, but I don't know that we have a lot of choices.
Don't forget that you should all have clicked on the buff to help give you an additional +2 from
Hunter's Blessing.
Devwick. Oh. Oh.
Let's go in order of the parade into the room. Bash.
That's an 11.
Grip.
10.
Pandora.
9.
Oh. Dabwick.
All the way out in the hall. 18.
Okay.
Did that dungeoneering check say if it's extraplanar? I mean, it seems like by nature of it being a dungeoneering check, it's not.
By nature of what it is and how it got here, it is 100% extraplanar. It is likely not an outsider, but it is extraplanar. It does not belong here. And Johnny, give me a die 20 roll for me.
13. Lucky 13.
And as you hit this point, the poor sick rabbit, cradled against your heart, begins vomiting inside your clothes there. The spawn of Yog-Sothoth is up.
Shocker.
It thunders across the room, roaring like a dinosaur from hell, and can't quite charge you, but it can reach you and lash out with a mouth that it manifests out of its hideousness. 38. Here we go.
Oh, that's funny.
18 points of damage. from a
Yep.
bite that latches onto you. And that is took a move, so can't attack any more than that. Dabwick, you're up next. You hear this, you hear the sound of Bash's screams of pain right around the corner.
My options are plentiful and good.
Is that an affirmation?
So we'll assume here at the top of your turn
Yeah.
that your eyes are still closed because you've all been moving echolocation-y up to this point. So let me know if you're planning on opening those eyes or you want to rely on echolocation to do whatever it is you're about to do here.
Well, the thinking out loud for a second, I think Dabwick's most useful position is where they can heal. Because they're not going to be aggressive in this fight. Can I fly into the room to...
Yeah, I see it. So adjacent to Grip and adjacent to Bash, but still saying right next to Pandora. I see it, yep.
So Dabwick flies into the room and opens their eyes.
Let's check your sanity.
I use an action point. Bring that up to a 26.
2 points of damage, bringing you to 10 total points of sanity damage. Still under your threshold. You remain sane. That's a move. Tappity tap with the wand.
Tap the wand of Cure Moderate Wounds onto Bash.
Yep. Roll it up.
For 10 points.
Nice.
Nice. I'm back to 62 out of 73.
And then Bash, you are up. Still, even though it just smashed you, bit into you, fighting off the urge to reach back out and connect and make sweet, sensual love to this horror.
So I get to make another lovely...
No. You've made your save, but you're fighting the urge.
Oh. So even though it just bit me... Oh, well, that's what it was. It was like I was reaching towards it and it like bit me. And I was like, ah! That, like,
Don't touch me, you pervert.
Snapped me out of my my reverie there.
Yep.
I am going to... I know it's can happen no matter what, but I am going to quick draw
Yep.
Vanity, study this as a swift action to make it my study target.
Yep.
And even though I am obviously within its threatened area,
Oh, yeah.
I am going to attack, provoking an attack of opportunity.
Here comes that mouth. Again. 31.
That is a hit.
Again, another 18 points of damage. It is insanely strong. Insanely strong.
And
Take a shot.
And then I am going to be full attacking, fighting defensively, rapid shot, and go.
First attack.
First attack.
Point blank range.
Very much so. That is a 25 touch.
You like it?
I do.
That's a hit.
And now that it has been struck, it can no longer make attacks of opportunity till the beginning of my next turn.
Nice, nice, nice.
So I provoked one time, but not the rest of these. That is 14 points of damage.
It takes all of that damage.
Second attack is a 21 touch.
Hit.
19 points of damage.
Fantastic. Each time a cartridge slams into it, it moves parts of its body out of that area and forms two different heads right around that area. It existing in a completely unstable state.
Another 21 touch.
Yep.
That is 13 points of damage, and oh gosh, I don't want to spend my thing yet because I'm already getting low on inspiration points.
Keeping it there for now.
Keeping it there for now because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have at least another round firing into this thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
So
you are.
I'm going to hold off on that for now.
Gripper, you're up. You can hear that a fight's going on, and it's happening really, really close to you. Bash is right in front of you. You can feel him. You can feel the force of him getting hit and the force of his body recoiling from the shots from the alchemical torch.
And am I able to sense?
I am going to take a 5-foot step just off to the side.
Clearing up a slot for Gripper to move into, should Gripper want to.
There you go.
First, I'm assuming, since I haven't seen it, Dedicated adversary, probably not an option.
Yeah, that seems fair to me.
So we are going to do a swift action, though, to take blind fight.
Got it.
And weapon specialization unarmed.
Nice.
Very good.
Very good.
And
Then just picture Gripper with his eyes closed, soaring across the top of the ceiling into where he knows Bash had been.
because I feel like I got to do as much damage as possible. So we're going to at least try. We're going to start out with power attack.
Awesome.
And then if it sucks, I'll turn it off. Or if I die, I'll turn it off.
Yes,
Will
you will.
will you actually bother to click it off if you die?
We'll see. So I'm going to take that 5-foot step to close with what I assume is something awful.
Yes.
And then
Oh,
we'll...
God, and the reek, you all. The reek. If it weren't for Dabwick's spell, you would be so sick and nauseated right now.
So let's start a flurry.
Here we go.
First attack. 28.
Do you like it?
Let's see.
Potential to hit. I'm going to check concealment here.
Check it twice.
You're good.
Excellent. That's honor, so that's 2d6 plus 14. That is 6 plus 14, 20 points.
Nice.
Of damage.
Ooh.
Second attack.
You all can do so much damage.
This
on
will be a
full attack.
plus 9.
Oh, hang on. We did something wrong last time.
Okay.
The way the rhythm works is you hit, and then after you hit something that you've already hit, then it goes down. So it's after 2 successful hits that you start to drop the penalty. We were dropping it immediately.
Well, I rolled a natural 20.
Hey,
so suck
perfect.
It.
Anatomist.
Anatomist, so yes, thank you. Fuck, it's
Thank you, Katie.
And I had forgotten, and it's written right in front of me.
So remind us what anatomist is.
Anatomist is this ability that I've had, well, forever,
Ever.
that I've maybe used once, maybe.
I just listened to it in like chapter 68, where Rob reminded you that
Oh,
you
I
had
happen
it.
to remember. Okay.
Yeah.
And that might have been the last time I remembered to use it. So
Writing,
what-
I think, a Hound of Tinder. No, Namira Lowell's, maybe.
Yeah, that
So
sounds right.
100 chapters ago.
So what it does is it gives me a +1 to confirm crits.
Awesome.
So
Confirm away.
so this one is still the +8. It was a natural 20. Okay. That's a 23, 24 with the anatomist.
Are you keeping that, or are you going to throw some... Do you even have much stamina left?
I've used 10 of 14. I have 3 I can still use without
You know
taking
that
the penalty.
you know that a 28 hits.
Yeah.
What did I just roll? That was a 20.
24.
Then I'll spend the 3. I'll use my last 3 stamina points to make that a 27.
Does not confirm.
All right.
But hey, you got your target number.
What its AC is now.
So that is 9 plus 14, 23 points of damage.
Holy crap, y'all. It's bloodied.
That was just my second one, right? That was just my second attack.
It gets to have a full turn, which it hasn't had.
Right, but I still have 3 attacks
Oh,
left.
yeah.
So now I get the +1
Yes, you do.
for the combat rhythm. So now this one will be a +4. 15. That's not gonna
good.
do anything. All right, back to the top. This will be a +14, natural 20.
Ho ho!
Come on.
Say you're using pugnacious.
That's an 18 on the die, so that's gonna be 18, 20. That's a confirm.
Robert, that's a critical hit. Yes, amazing.
All right, okay.
All right. Dora is slowly tucking the
I have-
dismissal scroll back under her arm.
That's the first 2 were max. That was 12. 12 plus 7 is 19 plus 14. So that's 33.
Not plus 28.
Oh, it is plus 28. Yes, because that's double. Yes, so 28. Fuck, what did I just
28
say?
plus 14.
28 plus 14 is
42?
Yeah.
Did I have that right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. I had actually worried about this one. I'm a little less worried. You got another attack coming.
I still have 2 more.
And your penalties.
Now this is a plus.
You're doing all this without my
10.
advice. It's hurtful.
That's an 18 on the die
Oh
for
my
a
God.
28.
Yep.
Yes.
19 points of damage.
God. So that was your 5th
That's
attack.
this-
You using an action point?
Was that my 5th one?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to use an action point right now.
Oh.
We're about to take. We're going to
Look
eat
at it.
5 attacks.
It is barely remaining in this
All right,
world.
I'll spend the fucking action point. Yes.
Yeah.
And save
Yes.
yourself the 5 attacks. Come on.
That's a 28.
Yep.
8 plus 14, 22.
And you send it shrieking into the
my
void.
God.
It is gone.
And you're both
All right.
visible.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Who's the goat now?
I was really worried about that thing. Okay.
I was just
You're
figuring
the
out
goat.
all the math I had to do to try to dismiss it that I was confident would fail no matter what. And then I started to be like, or I could just magic missile it now. It seems like it's really hurt. I don't know.
Pandora, you are up.
I think I will
Oh, and as it
recast the invisibility sphere.
as it vanishes shrieking into the void,
Yeah.
it is like replaced by what looks like the inside out carcass of a goat that just so it's like shoot pop vacuum and then there's like an inside out
Oh,
Great.
completely mutilated animal
You know,
lying
our
on the
eyes
ground.
are closed. Several of us, our eyes are still closed. No, just
But you
me,
sense
actually.
it with your echolocation. All right, sorry to interrupt.
So I think I'm going to spend an action point to preserve the slot and recast invisibility sphere.
Nice.
I'm going to do a little math. Why not? It could last longer.
Give you an extra minute,
Yeah.
potentially.
I cannot fail it.
So, is what I'm thinking now. The plan is to just try to get them chasing
Yes.
us as we do the loop
Yes.
and open everything up and circle back to here
Yes.
Yeah.
And avoid the force cage.
and avoid the force cage.
You can all see, too, now that the space is cleared of this extraplanar horror. In the middle of the detritus of the destruction left behind by the spawn of Yog Sothoth, there is a broken violin bow next to 2 cigarette butts near the center of the floor here. Which would have been so fun
I wish
if
I had
like you all
some
didn't know
crappy
that was...
potion I could pour out, but I need everything that I've got.
Okay, we had gunshots and we had fighting and we had screaming. Here's what the Shoggoths are gonna do.
Probably giving up.
I think. Let's hope. Can we just all collectively hope that they are not able to figure
Oh, God.
out that
They're right
they
there.
need to cover the valve? Can we just collectively do that?
Yeah.
Well, I love that they're right there. Let's dimension door the fuck out of here.
oh, I like
So
that
for-
even better.
So for our friends who don't have view on this map, all the Shoggoths just moved down that hallway on the eastern side of the level, and they are right outside the Menagerie,
Are they like right by where Dabs is? Or where Dora is?
right
rather?
next to where Pandora
Yeah.
is.
And Dora, sorry.
Just move your token down, Robert. You'll enjoy the view.
Will I?
It's hilarious.
Well, that's a hell of a thing.
Where should we go? You guys just ready yourselves, please, and get close to me and touch me. Or let me
Idleness.
take a 5.
Yeah, let's start at idleness.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Gripper had been here. If you all want to delay till after Pandora, Pandora could take a 5-foot step
Yeah.
and then do that.
That's the
Yep.
plan.
Good
Great.
for me.
Sounds good. So you all still have actions available to you as Pandora teleports to idleness, you say? Okay, back. So back to the middle of the western side of the level, next to the statue of the angel whose face is strangely idle. Schwamp, leaving the reach of the Sensitium, now floating in the air at the ceiling over the head of the... It's not... The statue itself is not 10 feet tall, so you're probably in the middle squares so that somebody can reach it.
Okay.
Okay, just so we're... in case it matters. At that point, looks like it's probably Gripper. Gripper, you want to grab that?
Yes.
Oh, your eyes are closed, aren't they? So...
I do
I
it.
probably put you in the wrong square. So Bash reaches down, grabs that head, wrenches it back so it's facing the wall, and way back across the floor where you just left, you hear the ka-chunk. One angel down.
Also, anybody that is looking at Bash as he's doing it, and to anybody else, this would just be invisible. But to, say, Dabs, who is looking at Bash, you'll notice that he is bleeding profusely. His arm has been almost torn off of his body. He's not quite bloodied, but he's close.
Dabwick taps.
Airwick.
Airwick
Smokewick.
taps Bash with the wand for 12.
Windwick.
So when the head turns, the ka-chunk comes from this angel, or the ka-chunk comes from the gate?
It comes from the valve, so
Or
like
the valve, rather.
yeah, some mechanism inside of it is then released when the angel's head turns.
I wish that didn't make a noise.
Let's shimmy up the wall to the next one.
Yeah, this is the point where
Misery.
Bash would be very clear that you have to stay
Yeah, we have to hug the
adjacent to the wall the entire time.
And Pandora can also reference from Stasi's experience of what because Stasi also went all the way around this force cage as well. So it's going to take you another round to get through, an awkward round here to get through the remains of Davwick's giant wall of stone that was kind of only partially bashed through. So after another couple of careful rounds of moving through the remains of Dabwick's wall of stone, edging on the outside of where that force cage is going to appear, if you cross its bounds, you're able to reach the Misery statue in the northwest corner. Turn that head, ka-chunk, 2 angels down. Let me double check on these. Shot at these. I've been enjoying this. Robert, give me a roll. Let me know even or odd.
It's just gonna be even.
Hey, it's odd this time.
Hey.
What?
On to adulation. My favorite angel.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Boy, and since you're not moving half speed because you're keeping your eyes open this round, you can reach. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving in your careful line, you can reach adulation this round.
Now we have to start being careful because they could be anywhere.
Yep. And also, we have not checked this other area for
Yeah.
haunts, traps, anything like that.
Yep.
So that is a single move this round.
And then I would probably, after this one, I probably will just preemptively shut my eyes since we don't know when another thing is going to
Fair enough.
show up.
During this round,
Yes.
as we have stopped to, again, adjust this angel head, and Grip is doing this one,
Great.
I will pull out my wand of Cure Light Wounds and tap myself with it to heal up.
There you go.
Done and done. Gripper turns the head of the angel statue whose face is radiant with beatific adulation, breaks that neck, turns it towards the north, ka-chunk, 3 angels down.
Its eyes seem to follow you wherever you go.
And then Gripper closes his eyes.
And then we have to figure out where the shotguns are again. To see whether we go south or whether we go...
Yes, at this
East.
point. Oh, wow. So finally, so you were in the middle of that roaring dinosaur scab creature
Yeah,
fight.
it's like quiet.
It's finally eerily quiet
Except
up in this
for-
are where you are at. You hear the distant babbling, but it sounds very distant, as though they're not coming up the hallway right around the corner there. What is your path? Do you want? Are you going through the
that's what I'm trying to figure
occult
out.
collection?
I think that we need to look over in the occult
Yeah,
collection area to make sure that there's nobody there.
Fair enough.
But I don't think if we can,
Yeah,
because
that's right.
my spidey sense is tingling that seems like a perfect area for a haunt or a trap.
And something did happen over there,
Was
right?
was that the mushroom thing that was going on?
yeah. People who went in that corner started vomiting mushrooms.
So I think literally looking
need
as
that.
far as I can and smelling as far as I can, and as long as I don't see anything moving, going like, that's clear, let's go around.
You want to go south then?
Yeah.
So in this case, why don't we stay we're staying in a line? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Sure.
Then Johnny, why don't you give me a 30-foot move for Bash, and the others can just follow.
He's sick of moving
And
us
I am,
around.
I'm doing my perception checks. Oh, God, I don't even want to move it. Full 30 feet, it feels so dangerous.
I'm going to stop you.
Before I get there.
Yeah.
Great, that's 25 feet.
So Bash has moved 25 feet to the east, into the heart of the occult collection, as the others are following along behind him. Give me that perception check. Johnny?
That is a 35.
As you're approaching the threshold into where the hallways open up into this library space here, filled with books covering the walls, all sorts of columns in this room too. As you're getting to that threshold, you start to feel this really annoying tingle on your skin. You get a feeling of like, is there something inside my mouth trying to burst out? And then you hear the whisper of 3 syllables. Now it's very faint and very distant. And if you didn't already know the name of Jamandor, it wouldn't have been enough to pull it out of the whisper. But it is unquestionably, yeah. There's a little whisper of the inmost blot going on haunt-wise in that corner up there.
No, sir. No, sir. I don't
we don't
like
really
it.
have to worry about it. Already infected. Fuck it.
But you have now, and you're keeping your eyes open or using your echolocation?
I'm keeping my eyes open at this point.
You have sight on this entire library in a way that none of you have yet.
Satisfies the
And with
vow.
that perception check, yes, you don't detect the presence of anybody hiding here or hanging out or attempting to avoid discovery.
I appreciate everyone's patience with keeping me from being cursed.
Absolutely.
We need you not to be cursed.
Yeah. So then now we're going to go back around.
Yeah, your sense is that whole
whole
area
area.
is not passable.
Excellent.
All right. Great.
Now we will begin our slow caterpillar-like movement back around.
Till we have a better
I'll run
idea
in.
of where the
Yep.
Shoggoths are.
Give me a move there, Johnny, for Bash, and the others can follow. As Bash heads back to the adulation statue to begin to move south towards the intersection, the heart of the level. At the end of that round, no sight on any Shoggoths or Syrinscape.
Great.
Give me another move, Bash. Bash is able to reach the heart of the level, pokes out into the crossroads there. Everybody give me a perception check.
25.
30.
31.
41. Natural 20.
Yeah, it's low, but Pandora, you are picking up the slight bounce of Syrinscape insanity babble coming up from the south as if it might be in that hallway that connects the Menagerie
To the study?
to the study. Might be approaching that
Here.
intersection or something. Yeah, so you can't
So let's
see it, but you can tell
Quickly
it's coming
head
that way.
west.
Great. Next
I'm sorry, east.
towards the
There's
mirror.
nothing west. We don't need that. Yeah.
Next round, give me a move there, Johnny. Soaring along the ceiling in a line. Johnny, that is when Bash gets sight of one of the proto-Shoggoths. Can your token see it?
Yes.
Okay, I thought I wasn't speaking out of turn. One of the proto-Shoggoths having moved north out of the Menagerie. How many rounds has it been? We gotta check your madness again. Give me a will save. So let's see if you need to touch it. Slide yourself aside.
Is it north of this corridor or south? Of
South?
this corridor?
It's down by the doorway out of the Menagerie.
24.
You resist the call.
This time.
Thanks, Vincent Price.
And again, what it is that we're right at the corner where we could either turn left
Yeah.
to go towards this last
Grip is
remaining
like
thing,
holding onto
or
his coat.
we
Like,
could-
don't go that way.
or we could turn to the right where the proto-Shoggoth is,
no,
and I could just
no.
reach out and put my hand inside
No,
of
it's
it.
best to not be putting appendages into that fucking thing. Listen to me, I'm smart now. I've got a potion in me.
It's funny, but we have to head to Obsession.
It's
Yes.
it's
Perfect.
so beautiful.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Let's go.
Let's honor it by activating the Obsession statue.
Say what you will about Bash, he's got a type.
Grip, if you could see it, it's
Keeping my eyes shut.
so
no,
beautiful.
no, not looking.
just wanna.
Go left, Bash.
Remind me, we are invisible again, right?
We are invisible.
Yes.
That's why we're in this line.
Yeah.
I have the circle up. Do you see it?
I do see it. I'm trying so hard to keep track of
55
what things
different
are
things.
aware of.
No,
Yes.
I know.
So far, so good. All right, take your next move there, Johnny. And on this turn, I would like stealth checks from everybody. Just tell me if you get something garbage.
I got garbage.
How bad of garbage?
28.
Oh, I got garbage. Natural 1.
So 28, and what is that? That's still what's
It's
Still
a
higher than
40,
mine.
but
Oh,
it is a
okay.
natural 1.
okay.
I got a 30.
All right, you're all okay. I think an observation that would be made based on how the Syncytium had been able, that once or twice last chapter, been able to detect your movement even while you were invisible. That's something about that switch from literal mindlessness to the small amount of mind it has, and suddenly it gets skill ranks.
Yeah.
The level of perception check between the two things is astronomically huge. However, still, you're invisible and you're able to move along. So, Bash leads the group around the corner, past the mirror, skirting the edge of the occult library, and halfway down the hall towards the obsession statue. We've got to use the next round to close with it. Round after that to turn the head.
Yep.
Do we want to position ourselves differently? And
Feel free,
just
yeah.
So,
We
like,
could try to dimension. I mean, Bash
Oh.
would have to reach past Grip, but I could try to dimension door us straight to the valve.
Oh.
I mean, Dabwick is the smallest, so Dabwick could maybe squeeze in.
The person I'm having trouble reaching right now is you.
In this, yeah, you've got enough room to reach each other there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically,
we're all-
Dabwick reaches onto Pandora as she stretches over Grip, and Bash is reaching back over Grip.
I mean, that might be the.
Let's just do that, shall we? And be done with this fucking floor, and
Yeah.
then it doesn't.
But
follow
we'll keep us
down the
keep us high
stairs.
though, right?
Well, wait a minute.
Well,
We don't know where the other Shoggoths are.
That's what I'm saying. So if we dimension door, but keep it at ceiling level into the valve room, we can at least see before they can hopefully see us and
Yeah.
know what's what.
yeah, we'd be on the ceiling over the valve.
Okay.
All right, Bash turns the head. You hear the final ka-chunk in the room so close to you, but around so many corners and walls as Pandora grabs everybody's hand, dimension doors the cluster.
And
Over the
that's
valve?
end. Yes.
Bam! You reappear inside the menagerie, hovering over the valve, which is now in the state of all 4 of the angel faces having ka-chunked out of the floor. I have no verb there. Ka-chunked out of the floor and open their mouths. You know which one you have to reach into. Who's going down to reach it?
Oh, Bash absolutely is dying to put his hand down into the open mouth of this angel face thing.
This will satisfy
I ask?
the madness.
It's like, please give me an excuse.
I
Just
just
let it
put
be a
my
little
hand
slimy.
in
I just-
something.
That's outstanding. Bash reaches his hand almost all the way up to the shoulder, down the angel's mouth, and is able to find this unpleasantly waxy feeling metal tongue. It's a little slippery and slick. Oh my God,
It
that probably feels amazing
it doesn't
to you.
feel unpleasant at all. It feels like this is exactly where my hand is supposed to go.
So you're gripping it and it's squirming slightly in your hand, which is probably also perfect. Oh,
And while I'm doing this, I'm stroking the hair, which is coated in its own vomit, while it's also still coated against my stomach and stuff.
we have reached peak Dark Nexus. As you grab that tongue, turn, the valve iris is open, and you now have a view onto the shaft heading down to the Cipher Obscura. This shaft is 50 feet deep, and this is the one whose walls are lined with dozens of angel statues with their arms upraised, hands just close enough together that you can sort of fit a foot into them, and the path all the way down is made by walking on these angels' hands very precariously.
Can't we fly?
Sure you can. I'm describing the shaft.
I'm not going to let you have it.
He's just talking about the shaft.
I'm just talking about the shaft, Katie.
Shut your mouth.
Yes, please shut your mouth. Somebody read to me how Ashen Path works again.
Yeah, I can do that.
Time to now wrap my head around one more level of nonsense.
The creature can see through magical obscuring effects caused by dense ash, smoke, fog, or similar concealment up to a distance of 60 feet.
Outstanding. So as you all look down this shaft, past all the outstretched angels' arms, you can see that the level below, 50 feet, well, 65 feet, when you count the ceiling height, is filled with fog, but you are all able to see through it. Now, we have Ashen Path going. We have freedom of movement going. Everybody has protection from evil, which is going to prevent them from being affected by compulsion effects. And even though Bash and Gripper made those attacks early on in your entry into the Mysterium, you still do have this effect going. Heading into the shaft.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heading down to
This
the
is where
Cipher
this is where we
Obscura.
need to let Dabs go first, though, right?
Believe
Because
so.
Dabs is the. Oh no, but these are compulsion effects.
At the moment, you're all protected from that.
We're all protected.
So still you, buddy.
All right.
But I don't know. Maybe it should be someone who doesn't want to stick their hand in everything we see.
Well, maybe this is the time to
Stick
discuss the
your hand in
plan
things, yeah.
for the next floor. So we know we're facing full Shoggoth down there. We know we have this Fulcum's Key, which can be used to send that Shoggoth away. We do also know the Shoggoth is a summoned creature, so getting an anti-magic field around it would also make it temporarily go away. What is the plan? Are you going to try to get right
So-
to that
I
mirror?
think we're going to try to go right to the mirror.
Is the full one dismissible? But again, that's still just a minute. Even if it was dismissible, that's still only a minute, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
But what would come back is 4 Proto-Shoggoths.
Right.
And they would come back one at a time.
Yeah.
No.
No,
They all
plop
come
out,
back at
yeah.
the same time.
It's like with the hounds upstairs. They're all there.
Well, so the real problem with this floor is all the rooms that we have to check to make sure no one's in them.
Yes, there
Well, I
is
mean,
that.
that's one of the many problems with this room.
Before we can do anything with the angels, and even using the key only gives us a minute.
Correct.
And it only works once.
It only works once. We get to move at full speed in that time, which is good. What do we know about Shoggoths and whether these defenses that worked against the Syncytium and the Proto-Shoggoths, how helpful will they be?
Do we know how long it takes for the Proto-Shoggoths to like bind together and like form into something bigger?
Yeah, like how much time do we buy by using the key?
So if you use the key, and it is still indeed the Shoggoth that is there, away goes the Shoggoth. 1 minute later, if things go as expected, 4 Proto-Shoggoths will probably be summoned by the mirror. They will then, based on what you know about them, immediately attempt to begin merging. That is a full round action. Now, if there are indeed 4 of them, their main priority is to merge.
Make a Shoggoth.
So that may be a couple of rounds getting eaten up by attempts to merge, which may or may not be successful
And they can only attempt one time
with each
with each one.
one. Correct.
So then the quickest time that could happen would be if out of the 4, 2 groups merged in one round, and then the next round, the 2 bigger ones merged. So it would be
A minute and 3 rounds.
Yeah, worst case scenario, you have another full Shoggoth in 3 rounds after the Proto-Shoggoths appear, but they all have to make these fortitude saves, and they're not gimmies.
So they could try. So if let's say if both of them failed, then they can
They
can
can
jimmy
switch
different
partners.
positions for like 2 more tries. Is my math right there? They would
Each
have
of them
2
would
more
try
attempts.
3 times.
Yeah. Okay. So potentially, and then at that point, if they fail all of them, then
Then
they're
we're
just
just dealing with
Proto-Shoggoths.
Proto-Shoggoths,
Yep.
which is not great, but
But we
Avoidable.
have proven means of avoiding the Protos.
So as long as you're not within range of them, and you just let them do their
Yeah.
merging attempts, if you're standing right there, well, they're going to go after you rather than attempting to merge. But
So I think if we can strategize a little now.
Please.
Is that-
Yes.
So I think we come down, key that mirror, then we can split up, right? We can have someone go and do the
alchemy lab.
the ones that aren't in a room, like the ones that aren't behind another door, and then someone can look in the rooms. Like we can hopefully knock out a bunch of stuff.
split up tasks.
Because if we're working on the assumption that one Shoggoth is the only thing.
The only problem with splitting up is that it breaks the invisibility sphere,
Right.
and we can't go back to it without recasting it, right?
Right,
So,
right.
but we can move at full speed all together if we're waiting for something to
Because Gripper can keep his eyes open, you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I might suggest that if possible, we try to make sure the alchemy lab and the study hall are free from potential thieves before we key the mirror, if possible. If there are no,
Just
if there
to
is
get that
no
out of
shock,
the-
just to
out
get
of
it
that
out
time.
of the.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. So the 2 rooms that
The extra
you would have
rooms
to
on
that
this
you'd have to
floor.
look
Yeah.
into to confirm that there's nobody hiding in them and aren't also harboring an angel statue
Yes.
happen to both be right next to
the mirror.
the mirror. Yeah. I see it.
I also want to put out a possibility. Dabs, you have the ability to do the thing where you like force lock doors.
Yeah, hold portal.
When we come down, right? Well, no, I'm sorry. The gate is right there. Oh God, the gate is right there.
And the gate is at the center of this level at the equivalent crossroads place that every floor has
And
had.
we're going to be in there 5 times because we have to go through these doors that all have mirrors in them.
I mean, part of me wants to be like, we should go directly to the gate and clear out all 4 of those rooms immediately.
Before you do the mirror?
Almost. I don't know. I mean, none of it is good. But I feel like
guess
once
in
we
that
do
instance, if we're together, we could, at sight of Shoggoth Dimension Door, to the mirror, where we would know that it is not.
And is it correct that hugging the ceiling will not protect us from the full shock?
It has to squeeze into these 15
So it's filling up the whole fucking thing. Okay.
And
But
but
it's
does
still-
that slow it down?
No.
so it's still going to move like just a tidal wave of stuff coming through. We shouldn't
Yes.
think of this as a monster. We should think of this as a trap that will just kill us.
Yeah, it's very gelatinous
Here's the
cubey
thing
in that way
about
it's taken up the whole
going
space.
straight to the mirror is that it really gets rid of the Shoggoth right away. Like it doesn't have to be a consideration for 13
rounds.
Yeah. There's just no guarantee that once we see it we can act.
And we also don't know what other summoned creatures are down
I
here
know.
that could also take up many, many rounds of fighting, evading, doing different stuff with.
Yep.
And then that's our 1 minute shot that we have to like be free of that thing.
It's not a great
But
it's not the time is not in our favor.
no.
But
If that's what everybody wants to do, then I'm for it. But part of me wants to try to like go to the gate immediately and then check all those things.
guess we won't know till we get down there where the Shoggoth is. So
All right, so then the goal is get to the mirror, clear out the study hall and the alchemy lab, do envy, pride, and then get to the
Envy and pride and shame, and then
go to the
move
gate.
to gratitude.
Start whipping doors open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. All right.
I would just alter that plan to try to do alchemy lab and study hall before mirror.
Okay. I like. All right.
If the circumstances allow,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Awesome. One last question here. Then is the plan to move down the stairs and fly to the alchemy lab, etc., or do you want to get inside? Now that you're inside the shaft, do you want to just directly dimension door to one of those
We
locations?
cannot while we're in the shaft.
You can while you're in the shaft.
Oh,
you
we
can't
can?
from above the shaft.
We can't blindly dimension door anywhere on this floor. We could dimension right next to the Shoggoth. Like we can't.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Keep in the same order: Bash, then Gripper, then Pandora, then Dabwick.
Yes.
Yes.
Flying down the center of the shaft, around the angel's arms, heading towards Destiny and the Cipher Obscura. That's the end of chapter 178. We'll pick up on a new floor next week.
I just want to put my arm into its mouth.
Dark Nexus is produced by Plug and Hum Productions. This podcast uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, used under Paizo's fan content policy. This podcast is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, please visit paizo.com. That's PAIZO.com. Dark Nexus uses music and soundscapes by Syrinscape. Check them out at Syrinscape.com. That's SYRINSCAPE.com. Opening and closing themes, along with additional music composed by Rob Kauzlaric. Artwork for Dark Nexus is by Matt Wahlquist. And thanks to DMCP, Richard and Ari, Paul and Shannon, Scotty, Jason, Jess, Joe, Chelsea, Matt, Dave, Derek, Darren, Michaela, J.H., the Biscuit Buddies, and everyone we've gamed with over the years for all the memories and inspiration.
Oh, I don't want to look at the blood. It makes me oozy. Oozy? Oogie. Woozy.
Woozy? Woogie.
Woogie.
I just don't like it.
Turns me into a Wookiee.